How's it going, people? Okay, I can't do the show. Wearing that. Oh, my goodness me. How's it going, people? Happy Halloween weekend. Welcome to Saturday Cereal. That's right. It's me, Matt Allen, and Buddy. How you doing? Yes. Okay, because it's Halloween weekend. Here's a bone. A bone for Buddy. Let's get Buddy a bone. There we go, Buddy. You go over there. Enjoy your bone. So, yes, welcome to Saturday Cereal, the weekly movie news show, and just geeky show, and just a bit of fun, and just general, enjoying ourselves on a Saturday morning with a cup of coffee and catching up on the week's movie news. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. My necklace is all twisted up. See, this necklace. I love this necklace. It is a symbol of my love. So, yes. So, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's good. Who have we got straight away? Obviously, we've got Stephen. How you doing, mate? You're okay? I hope you're having a good weekend, dude. I have got the link. I'm going to send it over to you very soon on Twitter. So keep an eye on your Twitter messages, mate. And and come on to the show after I've done this intro. Yeah, I'll give you a shout. Actually, there we go. I've sent the link now. There it is. It's sent. Cool. So, yes. Yeah, Buddy. That's it. Buddy's here. Buddy's here, indeed. So, yeah. Well, yep. There we go. I've got my spooky setup. Do you like it? I've got my flashing pumpkin. Oh, yeah. Got me ghost faces out, my skulls out. Slimer is holding the American flag. Of course. Why not? Got my PK meter, which is also awesome. There we go. PK meter going there. So, yeah, I'm feeling all Halloweeny. I'm all spooky. Yeah, it's good fun, isn't it? Like I say, this week, I am just going to be talking about some horror stuff and some spooky shit and stuff like that. Because last weekend was my birthday weekend. Way! And it was good fun. My birthday fundraiser is still running up until Sunday, not tomorrow, Halloween. Like, it ends on Halloween. So I'm 115 pounds away from the target on that one, which is really fucking good. Like I say, my GoFundMe was smashed last week by the wonderful Stephen. He made that very, very kind donation and made it very possible. And I'm on a mad journey at the moment. I've been sorting out Lego all week to sell and stuff. I've got making some money, man. Make some money. Got to get some money together for this journey. Because obviously I need money to spend whilst I'm out there, and obviously can't just go out there with no money. That would just be a bit silly, wouldn't it? Now, yes. So anybody got any plans for Halloween weekend? I mean, obviously, I know Stephen's here in the chat at the moment. I don't know who else is here. Actually, we need to share it around and say that we're live. Are we live? Have we told people that we're live? We need to, I think. Please share this link around. Actually, I'm going to share it myself. Share it myself right now. So if I go to Twitter, yeah, baby, and then I do this like we're doing. Look, I'm live tweeting. Here we go. Live tweeting. We are. There we go. We are live. So let's do the old copy and paste of the hashtags. Tweet. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Shameless self-promotion whilst on the air. How wonderful. How wonderful. There we go. So, yeah. Right. So, okay. So, I guess what I'm going to do straight off is I'm going to do the old movie news. So I get stuck into some movie news because I've had to be selective this week. Oh no, actually, you know what I'm going to do first of all? I'm going to bring up because, like I say, it was my birthday weekend last weekend, and a friend of mine bought me a belated birthday gift, which was very, very nice earlier on. He bought me because I had a try it box come this week. So I did the try it things. You have to check out that video. That's a good fun. Where basically it's a free thing you can sign up to in the UK, where they send you a load of a box of free stuff. You try it, basically, and give your honest opinions and review it, basically. And one of the things you can do, like the Snapshare thing, wins and stuff like that. And one of the things you can do is make an unboxing video. Because I'm a YouTuber, of course, I like to make unboxing videos. So I do an unboxing video. And in this latest Try It box, they sent something that is one of my all-time favorite things in the world to have with a coffee, and they are Stroop waffles. Right? Now, Stroop waffles are a thing that you get in. Well, you can get them all over the place, but they come from Holland. So from the land of the Dutch. So yeah, it's and like I'm a big fan of the Dutch because I think Dutch people are awesome. And like and I like Amsterdam. I love Amsterdam. Amsterdam's awesome, great time city. Loads of like really cool stuff to see there, and some pretty freaky stuff too. Be wary of the freaky stuff in Amsterdam. But yeah, and like one of the things they do is these Stroop waffles when you have like coffee and stuff like that. Because what you do is like this is a Stroop waffle. This is what they are. I don't know how well you can see that. Probably there we go. I'm not sponsored by this product. I'm not sponsored by this product at all. Like, good morning, Bone. Good morning, Bone. Happy Halloween weekend. I'm just going on about these Stroop waffles that a friend of mine bought me, which are like a Dutch thing you do. So basically, let's open them up. Let's open up. All these rustling noises on camera now, really, on the microphone. I do apologize. So this is what they are. So my friend Anton got me these. So thank you very much, Anton. So yeah, there we go. That's a Stroop waffle. Okay, and what you do is you get your nice hot cup of coffee or tea, and you put your Stroop waffle on top of your cup like that, because look, it covered perfectly fits on top of a mug. Okay, so you put that there, and I'll leave that for about a minute, and then that should soften it up a bit, and it's delish because they've got like a caramel center to them, and they are really, really, really nice. So I'll just close these up and put the thingy back on it. So, yep, there we go. So I'll leave that for a minute, and once that's done, oh yes, that'll be nice. That'll be very, very nice. So yeah, obviously every time I do a show, I want to give a shout out to my beautiful lady. She's doing some filming today. Julie is. She might pop on if she gets a moment to say hi in the chat, which would be really nice. But yeah, she's off filming today. Like so, we were running lines last night together, which was good fun. Which is really good fun. So yeah, that was yeah. So. Shout out to my baby. Okay. Oh, yeah. Stephen's here now. I'm going to bring you in, Stephen. You ready? Here we go. Good morning. How you doing, mate?
Good morning.
You all good?
And just remember, at this time of the day, caffeine is indeed our friend.
Oh, yes. Caffeine is life, my friend. Caffeine is life. Oh, so Bones just said something. What you said, Bone? I had waffles for breakfast. Good choice. Good choice. I got to say, good choice. So yeah, how you doing, mate? Are you having a good weekend so far? Good start to the weekend. Good Friday night.
Oh, so far so good. Yes. Mm-hmm. Little starting to feel a lot like fall outside. Yes. It's anywhere between 48 to 58 degrees, depending on which thermostat that you want to believe.
Yeah. That's it. So you look at different like weather stations. Like AccuWeather says one thing, and then Google Weather says another thing. Like it's just like what?
Yeah, indeed.
But yeah, I mean, like it's definitely coat weather now. Definitely wearing like jackets and things. Which area is it you're in again?
I am in the east coast of the U.S.
East. Yeah, east.
Yes,
east
southeast.
Coast. Yeah, I thought you were east coast. Nice. Yeah, so yeah, you really get the fall feeling on the east coast, don't you? Like so, when it kicks in.
Oh yes. Plus, I am trying to cut down on coffee, which may or may not be a mistake, but we'll see.
I was going to say, we'll see how that one pans out for you.
Yeah, because I didn't do so well the last time.
See,
that may be the very reason why I am, in fact, today and this weekend a zombie.
Well, perfect weekend for it, dude. Perfect weekend Indeed. For it. But you saying that, I was actually talking to Julie about this the other day. I was saying about how I'm trying to limit myself now to 3 cups of coffee a day because I'm kind of get a bit crazy otherwise. Like, and I won't sleep, and that's never a good thing. Like, never a good thing. My body's like, you must sleep now. So. Sorry, Stephen, did you say something then?
Oh no, I was agreeing. Because if I need 3, I know I'm in trouble.
Yeah. See, that's what I mean. I have to. I don't know what it is. Like 3 cups, and then I'm like ready to take on the world at that point. Like it's one of those. A bit. I don't know why. It's like it's cup number 1 makes it so that I can like just function. Cup number 2 makes it so that I can speak kind of properly, and then number 3 is like, right, I can take the world on now. That's it. I'm ready to go. But I also had a friend of mine, an old friend of mine, tell me that you should never drink coffee past 4 p.m. because
absolutely not.
That's
you'll
that's
be
a
up
game
all
changer.
night if you do. Yeah,
that's it. I just noticed that my Stroop waffle is now like almost fused itself to the top of the cup. Then I thought it had. No, it hasn't. It's okay. There we go. Have you ever tried these, Stephen? Stroop waffles? You ever heard of them?
I have heard of them. I have not tried one. No.
Dude, you really must. You really must. If you can get your hands on some, I think I know you got Aldi in America. I think you can probably be able to get them at an Aldi because they're a European thing. Like so, yeah.
All right.
Definitely get your hands on some if you can. Probably a couple of bucks or something, but yeah, worth it, mate. Worth it. Good with the coffee. So yeah. One thing I want to ask, like, because obviously we're doing a Halloween special today. Have you got any have you ever had any spooky experiences in your life, actual ghostly happenings or anything like that you might want to share with us?
Well, when I was very, very little, so I could have been completely imagining this.
Okay.
While I was out trick-or-treating one year, I thought I saw a witch fly by on a broomstick.
Nice.
That's what nice. That's like, I remember it plain as day, but it could have just been childlike imagination, letting the holiday just get to me in some form or another. But
children are more susceptible to things, though. Apparently,
Yeah, so they say. Yeah.
Because all my really ghostly experiences happened when I was a kid as well. Not so much as an adult, because your brain's more quick to shut it down rather than think about it and But yeah. So, but yeah, witches and things like, obviously I'm from the UK, so we get witches are still a thing in the UK. That we have covens and stuff like that, but they're Wiccas and things like that. Good witches. Yeah, so when my ghostly childhood experiences was, I used to live in a town called Bridge North. It's quite an old town, got a lot of history to it, and it's situated on top of a valley. And in the center of the valley is there's a railway called the Severn Valley Railway, and the railway station's there. And it's a really old thing, and it's notoriously haunted. And I was living in a house that was on the edge of the valley, looking over the railway. And one night, me and my brother, my older brother, my mum had gone out with a friend, and me and my brother was babysitting me, my older brother, and we saw something in the railway, in one of the cars, moving through one of the cars. It was just a floating light. There wasn't anybody with it. It was just a floating light moving through one of the cars. So that was kind of ooh, that spooked me out. That did. That's one of the ones that always stands out in my mind, is when I was a kid. Yeah. I think something to do with being a child, maybe. About seeing these things. Because it probably was somebody with a torch, but I didn't remember seeing a body. I don't remember seeing anything attached to it. I remember being very, very scared. Me and my brother, so yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Good morning, baby. There we go. Julie has popped in. Yes, happy Halloween Eve. Yes, it is. Happy Halloween Eve, baby. So yeah, I was telling people about your filming today, sweetheart. Yeah, that's it. You're got a busy day today. So, but yes, thank you for popping in, baby. Thank you for popping in. I know you're busy. So, all right then. I guess we should have a look at some movie news. Because this week, obviously, because of what happened last week, the standard movie news, I had to do a bit of vetting to make sure it wasn't loaded with controversial things because of what happened last week, if you know what I mean, Stephen.
Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to be as respectful as I can to that whole situation because it is a horrible thing.
And plus, we don't know the whole story yet, even now. So it's best to just hold off on any opinions until we have
my speculations on all that. You know what I mean? It's it's too messed up, in my opinion. Too messed up, in my opinion. I don't think anybody really should be talking about it unless they're officials. So, but so what I did this week in who was that? Oh, Adega. Hello, Adega. Happy Trickster Devil's Day. Yes, dude. Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for popping in. So yeah. So what I've done this week, rather than just hitting movie news, because I did do a vetting, and sure enough, obviously, all the top movie news is still that situation. So, in preparation for spooky weekend, I just typed in horror movie news instead.
Ah.
Why not? So I figured we'd have a look at the horror movie news headlines. How's that sound?
Sounds appropriate.
Let's do it then. Okay, so boom. This is what I got. So, buddy, not right now, dude. I've got, bless him. He's just sat up like a person at the moment. He's like that because he just wants belly rubs, but not right now, dude. Not right now. Come up here. Here we go. We'll distract him with another bonio. Go. Take it. Right. Okay. I love this dog. I love him. He's a nutcase. Okie dokie. So, is that clear enough for people? Let's see if I can zoom it in a little bit closer. Oh, maybe not that close. There we go. Cool. So, yeah, so this is just for the past week. So, obviously, I'll explain to the viewers that what I do on this show is I go onto Google, I type in movie news, and I hit the filter of past week and then hit refresh. But obviously, this week, horror movie news, because it's Halloween weekend. Yay! And something else I realized, Stephen, I thought was quite interesting was it's Halloween weekend, and this is my 13th show.
Is it?
Yeah, this is show number 13, and it's Halloween weekend. It's like, whoa, man. Could that have landed on an even more perfect date, I think.
Is that spooky?
It's like the universe was saying, yes, this is going to all be spooky. So, yes, anyway. Right, so, so I typed in horror movie news, so let's have a roll through and see what the top headlines are this week. So, The Scotsman, we have Halloween 2021, the best horror movies of all time, ranked by amount of jump scares. Oh, see, jump scares to me are like, they can be good in a film, but they can also ruin a film, if you know what I mean. It's like too many jump scares. It's like just kind of takes me out of the horror sort of thing. Because you're kind of like just looking for the next jump scare. I don't know if you're the same about that, Stephen. Not. Are you a fan of jump scares?
I am not. Mm-hmm. I don't find them scary. Every once in a long while, one will work.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, one, that's good. But if you film a movie with nothing but jump scares, then there's no point.
Yeah, exactly. I'm of completely the same mind. I'll be honest with you, completely the same mind. It can take away from the horror. So, because like horror should be like something that's built. I feel like tension and things like that really work better than like just a burr in your face, something like. They're good for a quick thrill. See what you're saying, Bone? I don't like cheap jump scares. Yeah, exactly.
Agreed.
So this is what I mean. It's like I think true horror fans are never going to be fans of like jump scares. I don't think. It's like it's more for like your tweeny audiences and stuff like that. And if you ask me, because like when you get the PG-13 horror films, it's like the only thing they can really get away with is jump scares. If you ask me, like that's it, because you can't get away with like the gore and like the too much psychological horror, because classification boards and stuff don't like that sort of thing for young people. So
no, they don't.
Right, and so next in line we've got Metro, which is a British thing, but I don't know if you might get it in America. You might do. I don't know if you guys do. But they've got Halloween 2021, scariest horror movies likely to cause insomnia revealed. Okay. So, they
can if they're good, yeah.
I was going to say, I don't think I've seen a film that's given me insomnia for a long time, actually. So, all right. And next in line, we have Gizmodo with the 12 scary horror movies to stream for Halloween. So, that's your streaming choices there. We might have a look at that one.
Well, there are definitely a few new ones this week. So
yeah, I know. It's like there's like it's. I suppose streaming is one of the things that is good for horror. I think because a lot of studios, they don't like to release horror films to like, the cinemas and stuff because they're not always big money makers, are they? It's and there seem to be more. I think like streaming, like that Shudder streaming service, like is really really good. I had a trial of that, like, and that was really fun. There's some good stuff on there. Streaming I think is a good thing for horror, but I'm still mixed feelings on streaming services. So there we go. So I'm gonna have a look at that one. What's Strathspey Herald? I have no idea where that is. Okay, so Halloween weekend movies give a good chance to test and Hocus Pocus for my classic favorites. Getting lost in a scary movie could be good for you, according to experts. Okay, okay, so that's something to do with how scaring yourself could be good for you. And welcome, new Irish horror movie starring Jamie Lee. Oh, something. I don't know who that is. Like, that's Glamour UK, so it's a new UK horror. You a fan of any UK horror films, Stephen?
Yes, yeah, I am. Of course, naturally, live, none are coming to mind right now, but unless the Wicker Man counts. But
Wicker Man, the original Wicker Man would count. Like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't want to just say Wicker Man though, because everybody just says when anybody thinks UK and horror, they just automatically go to Wicker Man.
And it's the most famous one, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
But things like you got like Dog Soldiers. That's a good one.
Yes, Dog Soldiers. Yes, very good one.
The Descent.
Rorke's Drift with werewolves, as my dad called it.
Oh, yeah. The Descent is another one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Another very good one.
28 Days Later.
Yeah. There we go. You see, this is why I need coffee.
Yeah, this is it. Like, UK horror is pretty good. I've been in a UK horror film that's out in America at the moment, called Clownface, which is a like B movie horror. So, but yeah, it's a as Brits we do like our dark things, like because we're all cynical fucks over here, like so. That's just what it is to be British, So, right, sorry, the next one then is BuzzFeed. So, BuzzFeed, we've got the 17 horror movies ranked from I'd easily survive to I would 100% would have died. That one might be interesting to look at. Like,
very much
horror movies based on survival rate. That could be quite good. HITC, Where to Watch the Deep House 2021 horror movie streaming. Okay. The Deep House. Okay, so it's like an underwater horror. So
I've heard a few reviews on that one, and I understand Mick Jagger's son is in the cast. So
oh, really? Yeah. Okay,
that might be worth seeing at some point.
Okay, I'll have to look into that one. I haven't heard that one myself. I haven't heard of that one. So he's got a Mick Jagger's son. I don't know what that was. A terrible impression of Mick Jagger. Okay, so the Independent newspaper, the 15 scariest horror movies ranked from Don't Look Now to Possession. Okay. I see The Witches on there. That's one of the witches from Roald Dahl.
Don't Look Now, Audition, and The Shining, of course.
Oh, the Audition's a messed up film.
It is.
I remember watching the first time I watched that. When it got to that scene, God, man, I was cringing like really hard. Like, just the sound effects and everything that they use is just
and as she starts going into that here kitty
high pitched voice, yeah.
It's like she improvised that.
Did she?
That was not scripted. She just started doing that, and they kept it.
Damn, it's so creepy when she started doing it.
She got into it big time.
That's what I mean. You can tell like she looks like she's enjoying it like way too much.
Yeah.
Way too much. That's it. But yeah, the Audition. If anybody hasn't seen that, like Japanese horror film, recommend. Okay, the Echo. That's obviously it's a local British one because obviously I'm in England, so I get the UK headlines here. So Essex locations inspired horror films, The Vanishing and something else. Okay, so Essex is a place in England, down south. Okay, and then last one in the front page is Friends. Twins who played Baby Emma also star in creepy horror film. Oh shit! No way. I didn't realize it was twins that played that one baby.
Oh yeah.
Phew.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
babies are usually twins.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I know, like in Big Daddy, you remember that Adam Sandler film, Big Daddy? I know the little
Right.
kid in that is a twin. Like, which is
Cole and Dylan Spruce. Yeah.
yeah.
And one of them is Jughead on Riverdale now,
Oh,
but I
really?
can never remember which one.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Riverdale was one of those shows I didn't get into. Like, you know, I just didn't. It didn't appeal to me. It didn't appeal to me. That show didn't. I don't know. Because when I found out it was the Archie story, I was just like, what? What? Are they doing this? But yeah, apparently it's really good though. I've heard. You know, it's been going for a while.
It's lasted a few seasons, so
Yeah,
it definitely has a fan base.
yeah, it certainly seems to have its following. It certainly does. All right then. Okay, so out of these, I'm wondering, should we have a look at the 12 scary horror movies to stream for Halloween? Either that, or I'd like to do the BuzzFeed 17 horror movies ranked from I'd easily survive to I'd 100% would have died. Which one? Which one do we reckon?
Let's go for the. Kind of curious about both, actually. Let's go with the.
Yeah, so
let's go
we
with
can hit both of them.
the ranked from survived to would have died.
Yeah, right. And BuzzFeed, we're taking your article today to have a look at. Right, EO. Okay, so let's zoom this in a bit. Oh God. Oh God. Do I agree? I agree. Okay. So this is from BuzzFeed, article written by Christopher Hudspeth. I hope I said your name there, mate, correctly. So this is the 17 horror movies ranked from I'd easily survive to I 100% would have died. So too many horror plots could have been avoided if people would have just not done a dumb thing, like all of the characters in Halloween Kills. So yeah, man, those were some dumbass characters in that film. I'm sorry.
Oh man,
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the film, but man, they deserve to die.
well,
Every single one of them deserve to die.
It's a movie I've definitely lightened up on because, as some may know, I was on a spoiler review live stream literally 20 minutes after I had first seen the movie, and I was ready to give it a flat F grade. But
I know.
I've lightened up on it a little bit since then, but I definitely still have some issues, and one of them is the fact that the characters are incredibly stupid at the time when they should not be incredibly stupid.
Exactly. I mean, I think for me the oh fuck it, spoilers. It's been out long enough, like, and it's on streaming and stuff. Go watch Halloween Kills. Like, but the one killing it that made me just go, oh, for fuck's sake, really, was the bloody when he makes that chick shoot herself.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like he fucking slams her with a fucking car door and she blows her own frigging brains out, and it's just like that was the dumbest death.
That was the point where I went, just don't. Yeah. Everybody just go home and lock your doors at this point, please. Just stop.
It was, yeah. Oh my goodness. But I must admit the ending I thought was quite good. Because like even I was at the end like going like, oh shit, how is like this is it? They've got Michael, but then all of a sudden it was just like, what the fuck?
And then they don't have him.
And then they really don't have him, yeah. And he's like, that I thought that was really good. The only thing about the ending that let me down, like, which made me go, oh fuck, really? Is that it? Was how a certain character gets offed just like that, and it's just like done. Karen, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like, what? It's like you can't. That was like a real quick sort of one and done. It's like she was a really cool character, man. They just did it like that. It was like, oh, come on, man. But I must admit, I was happy to see how the boyfriend went out, though. He deserved to go out like that. From the way
I'm surprised he lasted that long.
I know, yeah. But he seemed to get the most brutal of the deaths, though. Like really
he did.
Brutal.
He did.
Oh god, that just slamming. Like I felt every one of those slams. I was like, damn, that's savage. I think, like I say, it's probably my favorite actor who's played Michael Myers. Like, I can't remember his name now, but yeah, the guy who's been in the mask for these Halloween films. He's got the that movement down and stuff. You know, like he's almost machine-like. You know what I mean? But like, you know, has a bit of emotion in there as well. But he's kind of almost like a Terminator, isn't he? Like, you know what I mean? Michael Myers. He's just unstoppable killer. So, but yeah. Anyway, let's get back into this article. I'm getting really into the Halloween thing there. Like, I'm doing a review of bloody Halloween Kills. So, excuse me. So, okay, let's have a read of this then. So, as anyone who watches horror movies knows, part of the thrill is being frightened, but what also gets the heart rate up? Being annoyed at the characters for their atrocious decision making. It can be infuriating to watch fools find ways to get killed in survivable scenarios. So, today I'm going to lay out some of the most popular horror films ranked from how easy they'd be to live through to how challenging they'd be to withstand. Okay. This is going to be so easy. I like the GIF. Okay, warning. Oh, sorry, spoilers below. So yeah, okay, we're going into full spoiler territory here, it seems, people. So yeah, be warned. Okay, there we go. So at the top of the list, we've got number 17, Candyman 2021. Chances of survival, 100%. Okay, so how I'd survive. Okay. Not today. Okay. Leave.
Yeah.
Candyman killing everyone in the bathroom minutes later. Okay, so this is an obvious one, but instead of saying Candyman in the mirror 5 times, I'd say it 0 times. Voila, sorry. Crisis averted. Shout out to the girl in this movie who wisely, realistically, left the bathroom when a group of teens decided to summon him and get slaughtered shortly thereafter. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I always thought that in Candyman. It's like, you really that dumb? It's like, why even tempt that shit? It's just don't do it. Voila, survived. What do you reckon, Stephen?
But yeah, sure. I mean, don't deal with mirrors at all when you're in a horror movie situation, because you have no idea what can happen. Something.
Exactly, man. They're always a gateway of some description, you know.
Always.
Totally.
I mean, I always have the ending of Prince of Darkness in my head whenever I'm.
Prince of Darkness that's an awesome film. That is. From John Carpenter, isn't it? Like,
yes, sir.
The Apocalypse trilogy. What was it? So
yes.
Prince of Darkness, In the Mouth of Madness,
and
The Thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. That is correct.
Yeah, that's it. Like John Carpenter's Apocalypse trilogy. He's good films, very good films. I mean, I really liked The Mouth of Madness as well. Like, I thought that was a really good film. It's the Sutter Kane story, like, which is like ripping on Lovecraft and Stephen King and people. Mm-hmm. Oh, hola! The Ginger Hippie Gaming. Hello, Sai. How are you doing? Ginger Hippie Gaming, an old friend of mine. Got a great channel. Deals with like retro gaming and retro games and things like that. Like popping in to say hi. And Halloween is also my wedding anniversary. Yeah, I do remember that you got married on Halloween, man. Which is really, really cool, man. What a good day to get Halloween. So yeah, get Halloween, get married even on Halloween. So yeah, happy anniversary to you and your lovely, lovely lady, my friend. So yeah, cool. Thank you for joining us. So yeah, so Candyman, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Right then. So number 16, The Ring. Okay, chances of survival, 100%. Okay, again, I can guess what they're going to say on this one. So how I'd survive. Okay, once again, so the solution is simple. Don't. Just don't do the dumb thing. If there's a tape that allegedly kills people 7 days after watching it, I'd go ahead and not watch it. Riveting. Yeah, I'd agree there. I mean, if I found out there was some haunted fucking tape going around or something like that, and somebody said like, "Oh, you're gonna watch it," I'd be like, "Fuck no."
I got to tell you, though, The Ring is a genuinely creepy movie. I made the mistake of watching the original Japanese film and the American remake back to back one night, and I should not have done that.
No.
There's a scene in the Japanese version that's not in the American
Mm.
that made me jump out of my socks. And anybody who's seen that movie might be are probably well aware of which scene that is.
I think I can predict which one you're thinking of there. Like, because yeah, I've seen the original Ringu, and obviously I went to see Ring when it came out at the cinema, the American remake one, and I'd already seen the Japanese version by that point as well. And yeah, I was a little bit. I mean, it's not a bad like remake of like a Japanese sort of thing, but you know, because Japanese ghost stories can sometimes be hard to translate over to Western culture, if you know what I mean, because they're very like, you know, or the myths and things are all very, very based in like that Japanese culture, like, you know, because like they did what was the one they did, The Grudge, with Sarah Michelle Gellar. She did the remake, like, but they actually set that in a Japanese thing as well. They had to keep that because it's a Japanese ghost story, if you know what I mean. But yeah, like I say, Ring though, I like to say it was good with that, you know, the effects and stuff they're using it, like, but it wasn't anywhere near as creepy as the Japanese original. Like the Japanese original really felt really more eerie, like, but
Very much so.
And
there was if I could suggest another Japanese film that most people might not be familiar with is there's a movie called Reincarnation.
Oh, okay.
And about an actress who is making a horror movie about a series of murders that have taken place in I think it was either a hotel or an apartment building. It's been a while since I've seen the movie.
Okay.
And she finds herself sort of psychically linked with the killer. I don't want to give too much away, but that one gets genuinely creepy. I don't get scared by horror movies very often, but that one definitely got me.
Nice. So that one, what was that one called again? Resurrection?
Reincarnation.
Reincarnation. Okay. There we go, people. A recommendation. Check that one. I want to have a look at that one, actually, because I haven't seen that either. That does sound quite interesting, though. Interesting concept. Interesting. So, yeah, so with regards to this one with the ring, then, yeah, again, it's an easy one to survive. I'd say. Okay, The Exorcist, number 15. Okay, chance of survival, again, 100%. Nice gif of Reagan's head spinning around there. Look at that. Which Blumhouse are remaking, apparently. Have you heard about that? Blumhouse have got the rights to
I was hoping that was wrong.
No, apparently it's real. It's a real story. Okay. So, how I'd survive. The power of Christ compels you. So, yeah. For the third time in a row, I would just not. Yeah. In this case, I'd not play with a Ouija board. That's what sparked this possession in this film. And once an evil spirit decides to take the reins of your body, there's not much you can do. This is why horror flicks about demons / Satan have always scared me far more than slasher villains who I could physically fight. Side note, I don't want a demon to read this and take me my 100% chance of survival as a challenge, so I'd like to clarify one thing. I'm only saying I'd survive this story because I'd never do the thing that triggers spirit contact to begin with. If we're talking unprompted, involuntary possessions, I'd be screwed unless some priest was willing to invite the demon from my body and into theirs, which is what happened at the end of this film. Yeah, and he threw himself out the window, didn't he? Spoiler. Yeah. Actually, I've got an interesting thing about this one myself. Me and Julie were talking about this literally the other day again, because The Exorcist, the story of The Exorcist, what it's based around an actual real exorcism. But that exorcism took place in St. Louis, where my wonderful woman is, Julie. She's in St. Louis. And she was telling me, like, it's like, yeah, it was like a hospital, like. So I googled it whilst we were I was video chatting, and we looked at it and stuff, and it was like a 14-year-old boy, was supposedly possessed. He was put into a hospital, and like this university doctors decided to get priests in, and it was a 2-month-long exorcism. And at one point, because they had the kid strapped down to a bed because he was convulsing and moving around and like being very violent and stuff like that. Like, and apparently at one point he got free from his like restraint, and I can't remember what it was he used. Oh, it was one of the loose springs from the bed. The kid ripped it off and slashed one of the priests from shoulder all the way down to his hand, like split his arm open. It was like 100 stitches apparently needed and stuff. But yeah, it was like 14-day. Oh, it's not 14 days. Sorry, 2-month-long exorcism on a 14-year-old boy, and it was like that's so. And the writer of the story took that kind of element of the young child like being possessed and switched it to a 12-year-old girl, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, the whole idea for it came from this story from St. Louis, like, so in 1970, what was it? When was it? 1970? No, 1978 was when they destroyed the wing where it took place in the hospital. They tore the wing down in 1978. But yeah, I can't remember when it was. No, was it the 40s? It might have been the 40s. Was it 60s? I can't remember now. Damn, that's gone in my head. Like, but yeah. So there we go. Real random factoid about The Exorcist there. But yeah, have you ever done a Ouija board, Stephen?
Oh no, I won't be in the same building with one of those things. I don't want to take a chance.
No, I don't blame you, dude. I don't blame you. I have, stupidly when I was a teenager, played with the Ouija board. It was interesting.
Yeah, the other thing is when I was a kid, it would always be in the toy aisle, always on the top shelf. And I would like ask my mother about what it was because I never quite understood what the concept was, and my mother would always just say, "That's a game for adults. Don't play that one. Adults play board games? Yeah, sometimes." Here's Battleship. Let's play Battleship. Have Battleship. You like that, right?
You don't need to be talking to no ghosts.
Don't need to be talking about that. Move along.
Yeah. Oh, somebody else has just popped in. Ahoy, hoy. Hello there, Oliver. How are you doing, mate? Welcome. We are talking through BuzzFeed's list of 17 films that were ranked from I'd Survive That to I'm Completely Screwed. So yeah, we've just got to The Exorcist, which is number 15. And we were just saying how, Stephen was saying how he don't want to fuck with that Ouija board shit. And I'm saying I stupidly fucked with that shit when I was younger. And yeah, it's one of those things like, you know, spirit boards and things like that. Like, I mean, if you're skeptical or what, like, it doesn't matter. It's one of those things. It's probably best not to play about with it just in case, you know. So, Bone, what are you saying? Exorcist 3 is great too. Yeah, I didn't like part 2 as much. No. Part 2 is like trashy, like, you know, in the dream sort of facility where they're like, what is it? Was it a dream? It's like dream facility thing, wasn't it? Where they're doing the studies and it's got like that glass, all the glass rooms and stuff. It was just a bit too like over the top, I think. Over the top. And
3 is the more direct sequel.
Yeah.
So.
I played a few as a kid too. Yes, Ollie. Yes, indeed. It was the like I say, Exorcist 3. There's 2 cuts of it, isn't there? You've got they called
I
two
believe
names. You
so.
had Exorcist 3 the beginning, and then you had Exorcist Dominion, or something like that. But they're actually the same film, but cut differently, apparently, if I remember rightly.
Right. And if I recall, when they did the prequel film, there's 2 versions of that as well.
That was what I'm thinking of. Not Exorcist, yeah.
But I think there are 2 versions of 2 different cuts of part 3 as well.
Like a director's cut, and then, or is it like a producer's studio cut and then a director's cut or something like that?
Something like that. Mm-hmm. But with the prequel, it's so. From what I understand, I never saw it, but from what I understand, it's like an entirely different movie.
Yes, that's what I heard as well. Like it's completely different.
Because one was directed by Rennie Harlan, and that was more the studio film, and then there was the the original version, and that was Paul Schrader.
Ah,
Yeah.
there we go. There we go. Ah. So yeah, like I say, what's that? Have you watched the remaster of Dawn of the Dead yet? Which version of Dawn of the Dead, though, Ollie? The original Romero or the Zack Snyder? Because I've got to say, I like both. To be honest, I really enjoyed the Zack Snyder Dawn of the Dead.
Same.
But that was written by who like that? James Gunn.
That was written by James Gunn. Yeah.
That's why it's a good film. Sorry, I like James Gunn. I'm a bit of a shill for him. I don't know why. I like his violent sense of humor.
You seen the Romero
The old one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't watched the remaster of it though. Yeah, I don't think I've watched the remaster of it. I mean, I'm watching the old version of it. That we meant to. The opening scene was epic. Yeah, that opening
Indeed
is pretty wild, man. Like they're pretty wild with the little kid and stuff. And like I remember watching it the first time at the cinema, and there's like that big, long opening shot of like where it's like a helicopter shot almost, like of the road where she's driving up it, and you just see like this ambulance come burning across the street and then smashing into like a station, like sort of thing, blowing up and stuff, and it's all this big overhead shot sort of thing. Epic, like yeah. Again, Zack Snyder. When Zack Snyder does good things, he does good things, but they're not always great. Not always great.
No.
It's all HD, colourful, and some deleted scenes and alternate scenes too. Oh, okay, right then. I'll have a look at that. I'll have a look at that then. That's cool.
So it's
right,
the uncut version then. All right.
Sorry, say again, mate.
So it's the uncut version then. I think is what he's referring
so. That's what
to.
I mean. It's gonna be like a director's cut then, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Nice. Gotta check that out then. Right then. So let's carry on with this list because of time and whatnot. So number 14, Child's Play. Okay, chance of survival 98%. Okay. How I'd survive. Boom! Just like kick the fucker. So, not enough people kick the shit out of Chucky. I mean, I'd never own a doll, especially one that creepy looking. But if he somehow found his way into my vicinity, it sneakers to the noggin immediately. You wouldn't even have to feel bad about violently beating up Chucky because he contains the spirit of a human murderer who died and took refuge in that little doll body. Bottom line, Chucky is a minimal threat. Next. That's a good point. I would have just fucking beat the shit out of him, like, you know. But then again, saying that, you don't know how strong he is, do you, Chucky? Because like he could have the strength of like a man inside that tiny little body. So, but then again, saying that, he just get thrown around a bit and stuff, doesn't he? But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'd probably just smash him to pieces as well. Like, but yeah.
Moving on.
What about you, Stephen? You just like boot his head off or something as well?
Well, in the first movie, I mean, he does get taken out by a 6-year-old. So
yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
It's just like, but I think the first time he reveals himself in the first one was like always one of my favorite scenes. That is like when he grabs hold of her and he's like, "You fucking bitch, I'll fucking kill you," and just wakes up like, it's like, whoa, that's so funny. Look at me saying that's funny. Anyway, so next it's gone in 13. It. Okay, chances of survival 97%. How I'd survive. Stranger danger. Yeah, so yeah, getting the hell away from Pennywise. Yeah, so as a kid, I wouldn't have gone anywhere near a storm drain where a clown was summoning me. I also wouldn't have joined my friends to try to kill said murderous demon clown. The only reason this is 100% survivable is the off chance that Pennywise decided to personally seek me out. In which case, I'd still run in the opposite direction, but I can't know for certain I'd get away. Yeah, well, he's a, like, you know, demon, isn't he? Like, so 100% kicking it down the road. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, the thing with Pennywise is, like, he's an ancient, like, demon from space, isn't he? Like, you know. So, yeah, I don't know. Pennywise would be a scary one to go up against because he like preys on your fears and stuff as well, doesn't he? So,
He's got that going for him.
Yeah, so I mean, he's almost like a god, like, you know what I mean, like almost.
Almost.
But yeah, because you can't kill a god, can you? But yeah, I mean, maybe you can. But anyway, so next, Dawn. There we
Speaking
go.
of which,
Speaking
Dawn
of
of the
which,
Dead.
yeah, Dawn of the Dead, chance of survival 95%. Yeah, this is an interesting one because I've always thought about how I'd survive a zombie apocalypse. I think most people do these days. Like, it's like, what would I do? So how would they do this one then? So how I'd survive? Okay, so a light jog. The zombies in this movie walk mad slow, so I'd survive for as long as I wanted to, no problem. The biggest dilemma over time would be finding sources of food and water, but ain't no way I'm getting taken out by a snail-paced zombie. Yeah, I see that, but it's when they get you in numbers, though, if you get like a crowd of them and you can't get past it, it's like that's when they can be overwhelming, the slow walkers can. But I think the thing with the zombie apocalypse that scares me the most is like other people. The zombies aren't really that much of a worry. You know, it's what it would do to humans who are alive, like, you know what I mean? And still thinking for themselves. So, because we've seen what happened during the old pandemic over the last year, like over toilet paper. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What do you reckon your survival? You got a survival plan for the zombie apocalypse, Stephen?
I think I'd survive for a while. I'd give myself some fairly good chances.
Yeah,
I think I've seen enough zombie movies by now to get by for a little while.
Exactly. This is it. Like, you just got like strategize. Like, what you were saying, zombie. If they're slow, we good. If they're fast, we all dead. Yeah. If they turn out to be like what's called like that Zack Snyder Dawn of the Dead style zombie, yeah, we're fudged. If that happens, like runners. Ooh, no, not getting away from that. So yeah, okay then. Number 11, Amityville Horror. Okay, chances of survival 94%. Again, this is like a possession story, isn't it? Like, so how I'd survive? Just leave. So moving. I mean, for starters, I wouldn't have bought the house when they told me I'm getting a deal because a murder happened there. But even if I found myself living there, the first time I saw something legitimately eerie and unexplainable, I'd be U-Haul time, baby. It'd be U-Haul time, baby. Yeah. Just GTFO. The house is haunted. Get the fuck out of there. It's like,
There are 36 Amityville movies now,
is it?
or that
Really?
have Amityville in the title. Yeah,
Holy shit! No way. That's quite wild.
including 3 of them that came out this month alone.
Really?
For real.
Bloody hell! It's kind of just like an open season on that name, isn't it? Like, geez.
Yeah, they'll just like they'll make a movie and they'll just slap Amityville on it and leave it at that.
Damn. What's Bones popped in saying you can survive a zombie apocalypse with full body armor, so you can't get bitten. Yeah, exactly. So I mean,
Also
the zombies
true.
aren't really the worry; it's the humans who are thinking for themselves that are the big worry.
Yeah, indeed.
So, Ollie, what are you saying? But Amityville Horror, no one dies. Lol, it's just haunted, 100% all good. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. But like, it drives the one guy, it drives the dad mad, doesn't it? Like, you know what I mean? And he like kills them all. Like, because like that's based on like a real thing, isn't it? The Amityville thing, like.
Well, there was a murder that took place in the house.
Yeah,
but the haunting afterward, that's up to you if you believe that or
Hollywood
not.
element.
I personally don't, but
yeah, that's the Hollywood thing. Like, you know what I mean? How can we make this into a horror film with this? So, there's a street actually, a house across the street from where Judy lives that looks like the Amityville house. Like, it's kind of got the same sort of shape, sort of like, you know. So it's like, ooh, that's creepy. So yeah, right then. Next one, 10, The Babadook. Okay, chance of survival 93%. How I survive, Mr. Babadook. You can't get rid. Okay, right. So it's my understanding that the Babadook is summoned when you read his book or begin to believe he's real. I feel like I keep repeating myself, but I'd likely never encounter the Babadook because while I might open a book with this cover, there's no way I'd get past the opening line of if it's in a word or it's in a look, you can't get rid of the Babadook. Not to mention the creepy pop-up. Yeah, I guess so. But that's the thing, like, that's how the Babadook's a sneaky one. Like, he's like a boogeyman, isn't he? So it's like, yeah, like if you like, so I mean, it's like if you believe in the monsters under your bed, are they real? Like, I mean, that's what I mean. Like you were saying earlier when you said about like when you were a kid, and like we were saying about how when we're kids we tend to see things that probably aren't necessarily there. Like so our imaginations are running wild. But it's like it's one of those where it's just like when you're a kid, like the boogeyman is like one of the most terrifying things like in the world. But it could, you know, it can really mess with some kids like for later in life, like like being scared of the dark and everything like that, and all that sort of stuff. Like those sorts of fears that stay with you from childhood. But that's why I kind of like stories like the Babadook and stuff like that. It's quite interesting sort of concept of a monster. You have to believe it for it to be there, sort of thing. Kind of like Freddy Krueger and Pennywise as well. I guess it's kind of like that, isn't he? Like if you don't fear him, he can't hurt you. Something like that. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, Babadook. Have you seen that one, Stephen?
I have not. No, that's one of the ones that just kind of got by me.
Worth looking at. They're definitely worth giving it a watch, man.
I've heard it's very good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's creepy, like really creepy. Like so, yeah. And like I say, it's about like a kind of about a boogeyman sort of thing. But yeah, check it out, dude. Check it out if you can. I think it's on one of the streaming ones, probably on Shudder or something like that for sure. So, however, there's a continuation here. Oh shit. However, if the Babadook came for me anyway, that's fine. I saw his work as an antagonist, and I was not impressed with his performance. He wanted a woman and a child, and wound up locked in the basement. So I'm confident that if I did encounter him, I'd hold my own. I'm surviving this movie one way or another, barring a massive upset. Yeah. So, right. We can't watch that because we'll get copyright struck. But yes, number 9, Halloween, 1978. Chances of survival, 90%. Okay, then. So the stories are a bit doctored. What's this? Not that kind too. Okay, so it's Ollie. Okay. And Bone, Babadook was great. So there we go. Yeah, that's another recommendation there from Bone. Like, yeah. So yes, Babadook is a good film. Okay, so Halloween, chance of survival 90%. Yeah, okay then. That's a great gift. So again, I don't underestimate the power of speed walking. There have been 12 movies in this franchise. 12. This dude walks a slow, straight line like he's trying to pass a sobriety test, and somehow people can't move fast enough to escape him. I mean, I get it. It's scary. He's in a mask. He's a big guy. Wait, how tall is Michael Myers? Michael Myers was actually, the original Michael Myers was only 5'10". The original Michael Myers. He was only 5'10". And then he progressively got bigger. The biggest one was the Rob Zombie one. He was like 6 foot, like 6'5", 6'6", something like that. He's a wrestler. Yeah. Really, really big. Well, it might be 6'7". Yeah, really tall. Really, really tall. Anyway, like, and then this one's I think he's about 5'11". I think the current one. So that's saying, like, I'm 5'11", so same height as me. But yeah. Like I say, that's the thing though with Michael Myers. Surviving that one, it's like Michael picks his victims, and like if he chooses to kill you, he's gonna get you. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of vengeance behind that there white mask. Cool. So yeah. No, Google. That's the one. But so yeah. That Mike Myers is only 5'8". Okay, fair enough. So if he's 6'7", that's a little different. I didn't realize that he was that towering. Yeah, 6'7". Yeah, it was the one from the Rob Zombie one. With this knowledge, I wouldn't embrace a fight, but I'm still outrunning him or cracking him in the knees. Regardless of height, my point remains the same. Michael Myers is one of the most easily avoidable antagonists on this list, and it shouldn't take 12, soon to be 13 movies to figure out how to stop him. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
To answer Digital Alderman's question in the chat, I believe that's Triple H in the Rob Zombie films. Tyler Mane. Yeah.
No. I think he's right. I think it was Tyler Mane, Kane. Yeah, Tyler Mane.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Did
So
I get that mixed up with two different guys?
Okay. Triple H. Triple H plays one of the bad guys, one of the vampires in Blade Trinity.
Ah.
He's the big guy with the Pomeranian. You know, the big
Right.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Triple
So
H.
that's not him. That's not him in the zombie Halloween
No, right.
films,
In the Rob Zombie
different
one,
guy?
it's
Okay.
the wrestler called Kane, who was supposedly in, like, if you follow the wrestling entertainment world, in that storyline, Kane was meant to be the brother of the Undertaker, like, and they had like big feud thing. But yeah, because obviously Undertaker's quite a big guy himself, like the guy who plays the Undertaker, and yeah, Tyler Mane is like 6'7". You know, he's a big dude, like. But yeah, like so, yeah. So Nick Castle was the original Michael Myers in the first Halloween film, and yeah, he was 5'10". So you can see like Michael's gone up and down, like you know. So yeah. But yes, Ollie, that was indeed Tyler Mane. That was indeed Tyler Mane in that one. Like so, yeah. Okay. Rock and roll. So yeah, okay, I understand that one. So 13 movies to figure out. Oh yeah, no. Okay. So Us. Okay, this was a good film. Us. I don't know if you've seen that. The what's his name? God, no, it's gonna fucking
Jordan Peele.
Peele. That's it, Jordan Peele.
Yeah,
because yeah, P and Keel, wasn't it? Peele. But yeah, yeah, Us was a good one. I thought that was interesting horror film, like, concept as well. So How I'd Survive. So I mentally beat myself up about things all the time, so I don't see why it'd be difficult to physically whoop my doppelganger. The tethered genetic clones are pretty ruthless, but I truly wouldn't hesitate to fight me. Unfortunately, it's not just yourself you've got to worry about. There's a tethered version of countless others, and they seem to be viciously working in some degree of unity, as you can see from the human chain they form at the end of the movie. With that in mind, I think I'd have a good shot to take myself out and swap clothes so I could pretend to be him. But this certainly isn't the easiest film to survive. That's a fair point. Yes, Rob Zombie is doing the Munsters bone. Yes, and there are pictures as well now of the characters, like, as well, and they look really good. They actually look really, really good. Yes, Ollie. Yes, Triple H was in Blade. That's for sure. Blade Trinity, the worst Blade films. So Us. Yes, a good horror film. Again, interesting concept with, like, you know, doppelgangers and stuff like that. So yeah, I reckon I'd probably be able to kick my own ass.
Yeah, if you can get past your own doppelganger, I think you should be.
Yeah, you should be fine there, really. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think
because it's not like the tethered were just like swarming and going after everyone at once. Most of them, in fact, don't attack anyone.
No, yeah, just want they want to replace themselves. Like, they want to just exist.
That seemed to be the goal.
Yeah, because it was like that. That was the whole thing, wasn't it? It's like kind of like they've been locked away, and it's like they've all of a sudden it's like, no, they just wanted to live like the rest of us, but to get that, they have to do it in a violent way first.
Yeah.
But good film, I recommend. So, okay, number 7. Okay, A Nightmare on Elm Street, 1984. Chance of survival, 75%. Okay. Oh god, I'm over the hour, so I'm gonna have to roll through these a bit quicker. So, right, How I'd Survive. I've dealt with sleep paralysis, and I feel like it has made run-of-the-mill nightmares pretty chill. Plus, Freddy Krueger has a known weakness. He feeds on fear. So if you choose to not buy into his theatrics, you're good. Remember, when a character got fed up with his bullshit and turned her back on him, he basically evaporated. So while a villain who can kill you in your dreams is a serious threat, he can also be stopped if you realize you're in a dream and decide not to be scared. Still, he's a larger threat than any of the other horror villains we've discussed thus far. Yeah, it's true. Freddy is, a bit of a scary one, but you know. Right, let's roll on quickly because I'm going to keep rolling through this. So, number 6, Friday the 13th. Okay, so yeah, right. Jason Voorhees is a bit of a formidable one. So, yeah, that's it. Cleave it to the head. So yes, if you watched Freddy vs. Jason, you know that Jason high key won. So for that reason, he's ranked as a larger threat. He's a possibly supernatural dude with a machete, but I'd have faith in my hands and weapons in combat with this guy. I remember what happened to him at the end of Friday the 13th. See above, he's droppable. Yeah,
Yep.
that was part. Is that part 6? That one? I can't remember.
4.
No, that's part 3. That one, isn't it? Or 4? 4.
4.
Is that 4?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's the one with
Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman. That's it. Yeah. So yeah, because Tom Savini did all the effects again on that one, like, which is really good, and you can tell.
Yes, he did.
I met Tom Savini. He's a fucking awesome dude. Yeah. So okay, number 5, Saw. Right. Okay. Then 50% chance of survival reckons this one. How I'd survive. Well, how they would survive. Sorry, what's this? Ollie's put something here. I wrote a script for a movie which is basically this. People who didn't fulfill their role got replaced by blind worker versions of you. Okay. Act normal until you bump into each other and it goes nuts trying to kill you. Okay. Interesting idea for a film, that is, Ollie. Interesting idea. So, right, okay, so this is a tricky one, Saw. It totally depends on the game, but if it involves a sharp object, which seems highly likely, there's a good chance I'd panic, which could result in an adrenaline rush that helps me find a way out of the predicament or causes me to freak out and bomb it. A person who used to have test anxiety, this is a toss-up, and I'd love to never have to find out how I'd perform. Yeah, like I say, some of the Saw traps, they're brutal. Could you do this sort of things to yourself?
It really is a matter of how far you personally willing to go in order to survive.
Yeah, exactly.
And sometimes even then, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah. So yeah, 50-50. I can see why. So that would be a 50-50 chance. Like, okay. Number 4. We've got paranormal activity. Chance of survival 25%. Yeah, this one's be a hard one to survive. How I'd survive. All right, your video is unavailable. Okay. Oh, hello. So remember what I said about involuntary, unprovoked haunting / possessions. Well, this is one of those, and I'm not particularly confident that I'd make it. If a ghost decided to yeet me across the room and kill me, it's pretty much out of my hands. But if they drop a single hint that they're present by, like pulling my blanket off or something, then that's the only window of opportunity I'd need to move / survive. Yeah, so we like get the fuck out of the house, basically. Because the first Paranormal Activity is fucking good film, like good film. But yeah, it's really, really, really good for building on creepy things. But yeah, okay. Number 3, It Follows. Chance of survival 15%. Oh, okay. So how I'd survive this one, or how they would survive this one. All right, this movie's antagonist, the entity, seems to be a curse that stalks and kills unrelentingly. It seems one has little control over being affected by the curse, and it can be passed along through sex. Is this movie a metaphor for STDs, I wonder? So yeah, but once the person it's passed to dies, the curse comes back to the original owner. It's hard to talk survival strategy with a monster that you may or may not actually encounter. But hypothetically, if I found myself targeted by the entity, I believe I could outrun it. See above. The problem is that it would eventually get exhausting, and I'd probably just give up, making this one the tougher films to survive. Yeah, It Follows. I've seen that one. It's like if you stop moving, this thing will catch up with you, and it'll just get you. It's just always forever coming for you, like sort of thing. Like it's like creepy.
Yeah, I like that one. It was very Carpenter-esque.
Yeah. So yeah, again, that one, you would be a bit screwed. You got to run for your life. Okay, here we go, Ollie. Here we go. This is going back to what you were saying earlier as well. Like Dawn of the Dead, the 2004 version. So chances of survival, 5% exactly. So yeah. that opening scene. I mean, look at them. That's yeah. I probably wouldn't. Look how fast the zombies are in this version. They run like Olympic sprinters. Also, people who get bit turn to zombies super fast. So chances are I'd be done in the opening minutes. Yeah. Yeah. That's actually scary to think about. Oh, you're on about the other film, Ollie, I think, aren't you? Yeah. It's a scary thought, that one. It's like it's just something that's constantly coming for you. If you stop moving, it's going to catch up with you. So yeah. Yeah, like yeah, I don't think I survived Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. Not with those zombies. Definitely not. Okay, and number one. Okay. A Quiet Place. Chances of survival, 1%. Okay. How I'd survive. So, as much as I enjoy silence, if a brother can't munch on potato chips or pop his knuckles, what's the point? It's not that I couldn't keep quiet to survive these sound-seeking aliens. It's that I'd probably get tired of tiptoeing around, and it'd come back to bite me and claw me and whatever other vicious attack these monsters do. So, yeah, Quiet Place would be a difficult one to survive because obviously how sensitive those aliens are to sound, you know. Yeah, I don't think I don't know. I might be able to survive A Quiet Place. I might.
Yeah, I give myself 50-50 personally on that one.
Yeah. I'd say that one would be easier to survive than the Dawn of the Dead one, I think. Because it was because similar sort of concept, really. Because with those zombies, if you make a noise and stuff like that, like it attracts them. You know what I mean? So, and then once one gets attracted, they'll come in a horde because one, you know what I mean? Like they follow each other, don't they? Follow the food source. So, yeah. I think, out of all of those, the scariest ones for me are like, I don't know, probably a Paranormal Activity situation, like, and I don't know, and the Dawn of the Dead, the 2004, Dawn of the Dead, that one really does scare me. Just scare me a bit, that one does. So yeah, that was quite an interesting list. Quite an interesting list, I'd say. Right then, where are we? Let's go back to this then. Okay, so yeah, there we go. That was an interesting sort of idea there. I like that, how they laid that out. That was quite fun. Quite a fun list. So what was your top one on there that you reckon would be the worst one for you to survive then, Stephen?
Yeah, I would be a little more concerned in A Quiet Place than I would be Dawn of the Dead. I think I could survive Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
But Quiet Place, I might be in a little bit more trouble.
Fair. Yeah. So yeah, those two seem to be like the I understand why they're top of the list. Yeah, cool. Well, so you could build sound-proof building, maybe, or move to the ISS, live in space, like that. Yeah. That's always moving. Sucked. Yeah. Interesting. Right then, cool. Right, well, I'm going to wrap this show up then, because I'm well over my hour. Oh, well over my hour. So yeah, Stephen, thank you very much for coming on and joining me for the spooky special. I hope you've had some fun.
I did. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, dude, it's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure, man. You are an absolute legend and one of the true heroes of this show. So yeah, thank you very much, my friend. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Have you got anything you want to plug then before we go?
Okay, well, I'm going to be on Rambling Canucks Karaoke Saturday night show.
Nice.
That will be about 10 p.m. East Coast time. Our friend Golgo13, I believe, is going to have his program a little later on today. So
yes,
check his show out, especially if you're a fan of anime. He's very informative and has gotten me, who I'm not really an anime fan, but he's turned me into one. So
nice.
Check it out.
This is it. It's like he's a very good gateway to the anime genre. So yeah, definitely worth checking out Brandon's channel for sure.
All right. And of course, if anybody is curious about what I'm up to, I am deleted scenes pretty much across most social media platforms. I haven't posted anything to YouTube yet, but hopefully I will before the end of the year.
Nice. That's something we'll be looking forward to then. Like, but yeah, we'll be sure to be shouting you out on the show, obviously, all the time, brother. So yeah, we've got people saying, Ollie, thank you very much for joining us. Bone, thank you very much for sticking around too.
Thank you, chat.
Yeah, dude, that's
good work.
It was awesome. It was awesome. So yeah, thank you very much. Okay, then, Stephen, I'm going to drop you out then. I'm going to do my my sign off then, brother. Thank you very much again.
Right. Thank you.
All right, bro. I'll speak to you. I'll speak to you in a minute.
Right on.
Okay. So that's it then. So I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful Halloween weekend. Whatever it is you get up to, please make sure you stay safe and look after each other, and have a good laugh. Be smiles, enjoy some horror films, enjoy some ghost stories, and that's it. Just be good and kind to each other. Rightio then. So yeah, on that note, I'm just gonna say peace, love, and happiness then. So yeah, until next Saturday, I'll see you then. Bye. Where's my outro? I forgot where's my outro. Here it is. Now, bye.